9, in the interest of Rolando and Evan Juarez. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands, unmute yourselves. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
It's Anissa Morgan, and it's Rolando and Evan Juarez. I'm their mother.
All right, and representing this Attorney General, State of Texas.
Luis Regla.
Cardinal note that the non-custodial parent is Nelson Javier Juarez. Mr. Juarez was personally served at the Stevenson Unit, TDCJ in DeWitt County at 8:45 a.m. on December 28th, 2021. He's not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct, Mr. Regla?
That's correct, Judge.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Judge. And I offer State's Exhibit A, that's financial activity report in this case, and I ask that it be admitted.
Ms. Morgan, have you had an opportunity to look at this pay record?
I did.
You have any objections of me admitting it into evidence?
No, I don't.
All right, State's Exhibit A is admitted.
Thank you, Judge, and I'll call the mother as a witness.
Okay.
Ma'am, at this time, the father is incarcerated in prison. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And given that he has no income and he's going to be there for a while, we're proposing to set, modify child support to 0 and medical support to 0, and beginning next month due to his incarceration. Would you agree with that? Ms.
Yes.
Morgan?
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yes, yes.
All right, and that we are simply going to be taking judgments on child support arrears as of as of May 31st, 2022 at $16,471.91, and the medical support judgment as of the same day at $2,276.45, but have the court not order a payout given the father's incarceration. Would you agree with both of those amounts?
Yes.
And ma'am, do you believe this, and the children are still on government health insurance, is that correct?
Yes, they are.
All right, and ma'am, do you believe this default order is in the best interest of your children at this time?
Yes.
And you're asking the court to grant this default order?
Yes.
Judge, that's all I have.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Morgan.
Thank
You
you.
can hang up now, Ms. Morgan. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, there we go.
All right, this call number 2005-60326 in the interest of Brooklyn Shannon. All parties, please raise your right hand. All parties and witnesses, raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
It's Brandy Thomas Shiver, and I'm her mother.
All right, sir, your name and your relationship to the child.
Andrew Lane Shannon, and I am the father.
All right, and representing the Attorney General, State of Texas.
Avita Sharma.
Ms. Sharma, we've got a suit for modification of support order and motion to confirm support arrearage. We're having a hearing, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Do we have any stipulations?
We do not, Your Honor.
All right, let's proceed.
Yes, Judge, and I would like to ask the court to take judicial notice of the final decree of divorce that was signed on May 3rd, 2006. And Judge, in this order, it said child support at $295 a month beginning May 1, 2006.
395.
295, Judge.
I'm sorry, $295 beginning. What date?
Let me go back. May 1, 2006.
All right.
And it also ordered the father, Mr. Shannon, to maintain the health insurance, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, in this suit today, I've spoken to both parties, and based on the income that Mr. Shannon has provided to us, he will maintain the health insurance. But parties don't agree to child support. Specifically, Mr. Shannon doesn't agree to pay the recommended child support amount of $576 per month because he says he has other obligations and he is given credit for that child, but he's stating that he would not be able to afford that amount at this time.
All right. Go ahead.
Yes, Judge, I would like to call Mr. Andrew Shannon.
All right.
Mr. Shannon, you gave me wage information stating that you currently work for $29.41 an hour, correct?
Right.
And you said you work approximately 35 hours a week?
Correct.
And in this employment, you do not pay any union dues as you previously did, correct?
Correct.
And you have one other child. How old is that child?
He is 5 years old.
And are you under a court order to provide medical and child support to that child?
I am, as well as to pay for half child care.
Okay. And based on the wages that you've provided and given you credit for that child, you understand that child support would be $576 a month, and you're stating that you cannot afford that, correct?
That with the amount of the arrearage, I cannot complete.
Okay. And sir, what do you think you should pay in child support each month?
Well, given that the child is almost 18 years of age, and the amount of arrearage, I would request that the modification or the child support remain where it's at and allow me to continue to pay off the arrearage, especially given the amount of parental interference and parental alienation that has occurred during these few years, or during, I guess, the last 17 years.
And in regards to
this
the
is a-
arrearage, you would agree that it's in the amount of $16,950.96, correct?
The arrearage itself is $2,700, and the interest is $14,000. The interest is what is the real high amount.
Okay, Mr. Armour, are there stipulations here? I asked if there were any stipulations.
There are not. Judge, parties don't
Well, it
agree.
seems like there's a stipulation as to how much the father makes. Is that
Oh,
correct?
yes, Judge, I'm sorry.
And is there a stipulation as to the arrearage?
The amount of arrearage is $16,950, Judge, and 96 cents.
And
Ms.
is that,
Thomas, do you
and
agree
it-
with that amount?
I thought it was actually higher than that, but it may not be. I mean, a year ago, it was like 35,000. Because there was no payments made for several years.
is there a financial information report?
Judge, can we do a short recess so I can pull that?
Yes, we need to recess. You need to provide that. You need to maybe enter it as an exhibit, let both parties look at it. So we'll recess for a while.
Yes, thank you, Judge.